What's going down? DC Multiverse is the show. Base My Banner is the channel. I am your host, Thor. It has been a hot minute. Glad to see you. A little Friday night basement session in full effect. Thank you for joining me. I mean, there's a lot to get to. I haven't done a DC Multiverse Weekly in far too long. Months. But after today's Comic-Con panel from McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, I really felt I had to do something. You know, like I had to talk about it. There's a lot to go through. There's a lot to unpack, as I say. But while the algorithm lets people know we're here and does their thing, as always, any of my live streams, I always got to get a little unboxing out of the way. Where'd I put my knife? Of course, I hid it from myself. Oh, there it is. Hold on. All right, so while people get notified and jump in, hopefully, we're going to open up a little Black Adam from the Black Adam Page Punchers wave. This is an older figure. This is, like a year or two ago? I don't know if they have a date stamp on here, but 2022, 2 years ago. So this is a 2-year-old figure. I ended up picking it up for like $7 on Amazon or something like that. I honestly don't even remember, but I really like the lightning effects that he comes with. So I was like, I gotta rock that. So McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, San Diego Comic-Con panel happened earlier today. It was wild. I don't know if it was as big as the WonderCon panel and all the stuff they announced there, but it was pretty spectacular. I'll get to some of my favorite pieces. I may or may not have a few more things to unbox here as we go through, but obviously with the Page Punchers, you get the sweet comic, the Black Adam comic, which I already have, because back when this was one of the first Page Puncher 7 inches they did. I think this might have been the first Page Puncher 7-inch wave. They did the same comic just 4 times over. So I already have this comic, same card, same everything. I had John Constantine. It was the one figure from this wave that I think was a must-have for most people. He's right there on my, oh yeah, you can see him. Right there on my Justice League Dark shelf. So, but the McFarlane Toys Comic-Con panel was sick. Some of what they, we'll go over all the stuff they announced. I got most of it pulled up here after I get through Black Adam. Do a quick review on him. We'll talk some toys, talk some McFarlane, maybe open a Batmobile, maybe 2. We'll see where the night takes us. But have you been enjoying the Comic-Con stuff? I know, a little off topic because it's DC Multiverse Weekly, but the Jada Toys Mega Man figures that they've been showing off at Comic-Con are pretty sick. Like, they have some ridiculous stuff coming in that line in the next couple of years. I mean, we haven't even got Wave 2 yet, but I'm already excited for Wave 3, 4. Like, who did I see? The red Mega Man Turbo, Mega Man X? I can't remember his name. But there's that Mega Man. There's a bunch of the bad guys that they showed. So I literally have, you can tell this is a 2-year-old figure because the little plastic holders have started to turn yellow, which is a little disturbing, but there we go. Bam. Comic accurate Black Adam. None of that rock stuff. He's got the shoulder pads, but doesn't hamper the mobility of the shoulder at all. He's a good figure. This is a solid figure. This is one of the, like I said, one of the earlier waves. So it is, still double jointed. He's beefy with the arms, but they're still double jointed. So I'm there for it. But then he has the great lightning effects you can put on, make him look like he's shooting lightning. This is a good figure. This goes really well with the Captain Marvel that they did, not Captain Marvel, but Shazam, same stuff that they did a while back, the comic accurate version, not the Zachary Levi movie version, but that's a dope figure. He's a nice 7.5, maybe even. No extra hands, no extra head. We're far from the days of that. Although today, like I said, after today's McFarlane Toys Comic-Con panel, we're getting a lot of heads. We're getting a lot of extra heads. Actually, let's start unpacking it. So I'm seeing people drop in, drop out. his standing up is not the best. I will say, hard to stand fresh out the box. I like the classic. I like the old rubber cape. I mean, I love that they're doing cloth now and that they're doing soft goods, but some of the old rubber capes look really good. This is one of the ones I think that looks better than most. There we go. All right, so San Diego Comic-Con, McFarlane Toys. I'm gonna start out with my favorite thing that they did. Let's go this view. No. One and stay. Bam. And I'll go this view. All right, so we got Dark Knight Batman, Dark Knight Returns, the maskless version. That one's cool. That's not the one for me. I think this is the collector's edition, Wave 3. No, yeah, not Wave 3. Wave like 4 or 5. But this collector's edition has a couple things that are really going for it. Number one, this Green Lantern pack, if you can see, has 4 heads. Now, you don't get 4 heads in one figure. That would be out of control. So there's 2 different versions. There's a platinum version and the regular version. The regular version, I think, has Tomare, his head, and then Abin Sur's head. And then the platinum version is where you get the beast-looking dude and the green head. I don't know their names. I'm going to be just 100% with you guys. But those 2 come with that. So in between the 2 figures, now you also get a bunch of hands with different effects, like glowing green. One's shooting a beam out. There's a shield. Like, this is a pretty sick collector's edition, like, pack, to be honest with you. And then you get Huntress. Huntress in that wave maybe looks the most interesting. You get 3 heads with her. Yeah, 3 full heads, which is astounding that we're getting 3 heads with these figures now. And you get a crossbow. You get a myriad of other hands. I'd say the one I'm least excited for in the whole wave would honestly be the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Returns guy. Because we already have this figure. Yeah, it's battle damage. It's a different color variation than they've done. I get all that. But compared to technically 4 lanterns, now you got 2 bodies, but I mean, it's going to be tough not to get. I mean, I might have an extra body to throw a head on, honestly, for some of the Green Lanterns. We've gotten a bunch at this point. But I'd also maybe buy 3 or 4 packs just to have one of each lantern. Now, I will say I would have preferred like a 2-pack, like 2 bodies with the 2 heads and then maybe the 2 different heads, or 2 2-packs. Like, we've never seen a platinum 2-pack. I would love to see a platinum 2-pack with 2 different heads and then a regular version with 2 different heads. So you can get all 4 lanterns with the individual heads instead of having to, do body swap. But I do love the like I said, the extra hands, the shield, the ring with the light beam coming out is all very sick. And Huntress looks amazing. Those are going to be out of control. Those 2 are going to be selling out instantly. I can see those going real fast, like really, really fast. So that was the first thing I saw coming straight out of the gate was that the Green Lantern Collector's Edition and then the Huntress. And those are the ones that caught my eye probably the most. Some other great figures that they had in this wave, or that they announced today. You got the Question. We're finally getting him. You got Ify or whatever, and then the Golden Knight. All good-looking figures. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's not Shining Knight, and Effigy. So you got Effigy, the Question, and Shining Knight. Now, of the 3, obviously the Question's the one I'm most excited for, because that's, I think, the one with the most fervor behind it. I think that one will probably sell out the fastest. I think these are wide release. I don't think these are just regular standard figures. So the $22.99 figures at this point. So where the collector's edition, like the ones we just looked at, the Green Lantern, the Huntress, and that Dark Knight Returns, those are going to be the $30 figures, $29.99. Yeah, Dark Knight Returns. And you do get two heads with Dark Knight Returns. You get the masked version and the maskless version from the previous slide, but compared to the 4 heads for the Green Lantern or the 3 heads in the Huntress, it's not, like I said, it's probably the lesser of the lesser of the 3 of that one. But for this one, for me, it's all about the question. Like, the question's the man. He's super cool. I love that. God, where did I first learn about the question? It must have been Justice League Unlimited. When the question shows up towards the end of that and starts asking all those questions, that's when I really started to be like, yeah, this figure's cool. Like, this figure's super cool. So I'm pumped to see him come out. We did see, I saw online a couple box shots of him recently, but they just showed the back of the box. They never showed the front of the box. So some people were saying, well, it was, fake or this, that, or the third. I don't know about that, but I do know that we are actually getting the question. I could see this having a platinum version with a different colored coat, different color suit, but I'm here for, Effigy is probably the least shiny. I don't know. I'm not a big Shining Knight person, and Effigy I don't really know enough about, although I do like the effects it looks like Effigy has. I think those look pretty cool. I would take those. So what else we got? So there's some ton of other cool stuff that they announced. Let's go right into probably one of the dopest things they showed off today, and they actually showed off the real version of this. It's the Batman. What is this? Not Batman Returns. No, Batman and Robin. No, Batman Forever. There we go. Nailed it. Third try. Batman Forever Batmobile with Alfred. So the movie version Alfred, who was in the first, was he in all of the, was he in the Schumacher? Was he in Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, Batman Returns, and Batman? I think it's the Alfred from all those movies, if I'm not mistaken. So he was in more, he was the only constant throughout those movies, honestly. That's a really good looking figure. And it comes with the Batmobile. It's a 2-pack, just like they did with Lucius Fox and the Tumbler. Like, it's the exact same thing they did with them that they're going to do with the Batmobile and Alfred for the Batman 90s run of movies. So I'm pumped for this one. I would assume it's going to be a similar $100 or something like that, maybe 80, 90. Well, even the White Knight Batmobile was 90. So yeah, I could easily see that being $100. But it lights up, like the little green part you can see in here. That's all LEDs that I'm pretty sure changes color. Don't quote me on that, but I know it lights up. So we're getting some LEDs in there. So I would say this is for sure going to be about $100. But I'd be hard pressed to pass on this thing if and when it pops up because it looks gorgeous. And I really want that Alfred. Like, I really want that Alfred a lot. All right, let's see what else we got here. So far we got the question, Shining Knight, Effigy, the Green Lantern, 4 Ways, Huntress, another Batman Returns, Batman, and then we get this, which was dope. Now these are 2 separate parts. So you got the Red Hood, which is his own figure, and it looks great. I don't know what version of Red Hood this is, and we've got a bunch of Red Hoods, but I'm not complaining. I like this Red Hood. And then you get this beautiful motorcycle. Like, the motorcycle is probably better than the figure. I would easily put the Rebirth Red Hood or even 3 Jokers Red Hood on there. I could see the 3 Jokers Red Hood on there. Slick. Even Arkham Knight Arkham Knight Red Hood that they did. That one, I could see that on there too. I don't think I'd get the figure, but I think I get the bike. And the figure might be a pass. Like, for me, I'd probably pass on Effigy, passing on Shining Knight, passing on Batman Returns, Batman, even with the 2 heads, Huntress for sure, Green Lantern for sure, out for the Batmobile for sure. That motorcycle, 100% yes. All the yeses. Like, it looks a little similar to no. I was gonna say it kind of looks similar to the Batman motorcycle they did, but no, it's way more of a like a Yamaha or Suzuki feel versus that one, which is more like a, I don't know, almost like a Sons of Anarchy bike feel on that one. All right. There's still more. That's the crazy thing. Like we've already announced a whole slew. We've already gone through 6, 8 figures, 2 vehicles, and there's still a ton to go. This is one that I guess I should have figured it was coming, but it's the Joker and I don't even know the dude's name, the interviewee guy, and his set piece. Now that does say sold separately, so like you get the Joker, and I think you get him and the set piece are 3 separate pieces, but it should scale 7-inch, which this would be one of the first 7-inch. I don't know if this is cardboard, like the interrogation scene, or if this is actual plastic, but you get a desk and a chair and a plant. It could be pretty cool. I really want to see what it's going to be constructed out of, what it's going to be made out of before I jump like whole hog into that thing. But I mean, truth conversation act right here. I've never seen the Joker movie. I haven't. It came out like during COVID and stuff, so it was like now going to theaters, and then it just like I have pretty little kids, so going to see or spending time watching a movie like that just usually isn't on the cards. And it's been I don't know how many years. I know the second one's coming out. They're showing clips for it. There's a new trailer for it online right now. No, not saying I'm not interested in the figures, because I am, because they look dope. But as far as like, I'll be honest, I've never seen this movie, so which is kind of strange. But I do like I'm curious to see if this is like actual plastic, more like the play sets for the Batman 66 stuff, or if it's cardboard like the interrogation set. So if it's cardboard like the interrogation set, I'd say pass. But if it's more akin to the Batman 66 sets, I'd say smash. Like, yeah, that looks all right. Now, but again, not the thing that got me the most excited out of all the stuff we've seen. I'll be honest, the thing that got me probably the most excited was that Green Lantern set. Even though I'm a little irritated that you have to get both different versions, it's still pretty baller. Then they announced a couple more Batman the Animated Series stuff. So we get a new wave. It's a new Build-A-Figure wave. Again, there's a Batman in this wave. I am getting a little tired of that. This is the 3rd wave now. And there's been a Batman in every wave. So I get the first one. You have Batman, Robin, Joker. Or not Joker. Scarecrow. Who was the 4th one? Can't think of the 4th one was. To build Condiment King. And then you had Riddler, Joker with the hat on, the other Batman with the metal face and the red eyes, and then Commissioner Gordon to build Lockup. Now this one you get another Batman. Now granted, it's like a zebra lightning suit, which is cool. Batgirl, super cool. Another Joker. Christmas with the Joker version. I do love Christmas with Joker. That is a Christmas staple in this household. We watch it every year around Christmas time, so for that fact alone, I would probably rock with that one. Two-Face. Now, the Two-Face is dope. I will say I don't like the new animated series figures. I'm not a big fan of those. But I am a fan of these, Batman, the 6-inch animated figure line for the original Batman series. And then if you build them, you build Zeus. Zeus looks cool. I mean, he would not top of my list of who I'd want for a Build-A-Figure. Like, I'd honestly take... I would take Clayface. I would take Man-Bat. I would take Bane. Killer Croc would be a cool one. Yeah. So any of those, honestly, above Zeus. But what can you do? I think of this line, 3 are for sure's for me. The 4th one, like Lockup, I didn't pick up the Batman with the red eyes from Lockup. I think I'm going to grab him at some point if he goes cheap, or if I see him on clearance or something like that. Because I I already have the Batman. I have a I do have a DC Direct. Did I DC Direct? Yeah. Uh, but the earlier DC model of the Batman from the animated series, the new ones. But the leg snap. First time I bent the leg to like pose it, the leg literally was so brittle. And that's that old plastic from the older line from Mattel, which is the new. That's the thing I like about the McFarlane stuff. The newer stuff is it's got a little more durability than the DC. What is this? I think it's still DC Direct, but like the DC collectibles line that had just a little more brittle. Like the plastic was more brittle. It just was But Batgirl, I'm pumped for. I'm pumped for that Batgirl a lot. And the Two-Face. I'm pumped for both of those. But so I don't know what of what we've seen so far. What do you say is your favorite, most anticipated, gotta get it figure in the line? Oh, if you can see my new diorama, I'll have to show it coming soon. Video coming soon on that. It's a whole building. It's massive. You can kind of see right behind the StreamYard sign. That's a water tower up top. It's amazing. Ryan Thomas, Rhino, was it? Let me get his Instagram. You want to hit him up, get you some dioramas. I don't want to. Rhino 6550. RHINO 6550 on Instagram. Go get your dioramas from him. He does awesome work. I got 2 buildings. They are massive. I cannot tell you how big these things are. I'll definitely show them off. We'll do a whole stream with some stuff. I will open up some Batmobiles tonight. Like I said, we'll get into that as we go. But last thing I'm going to talk about from today's McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Comic-Con panel is one last vehicle. And they showed this off towards the end. There you go. It's more Batman the Animated Series. It's the Batwing, but it's the Animated Series Batwing. So we're getting the Animated Series Batmobile. It's starting to hit targets right now. I think it's huge from what I hear. It is just it's a big long thing. I actually have so many Batmobiles at this point because I got this bad boy, the 289 ones, and then honestly sitting next to me, I got the White Knight one that I'm gonna need like a carousel or like some sort of shelving just for Batmobiles, like just a Batmobile shelf. This, I don't know. The Batwing that they put out with the Flash movie, I could not do. Not only was it $250, which I think is kind of outrageous, but that thing is like this big. I don't know where I'd have to hang it from the ceiling, and I have multiple Batwings hanging from the ceiling. I mean, I'll be honest with you, like the space down here looks bigger than it is. I call this the toy dungeon for a reason, because it is a tiny little space, and I keep packing it with more and more figures and crap. And these Batmobiles are taking up a ton of space. They are crushing me because they are massive. They are absolutely massive. So I'm actually we're gonna replace Tumbler with the White Knight Batmobile. I think we're gonna have to get into this thing. So, like in the beginning of the video, I opened up the Black Adam from the original Page Punchers line, a little 2-year-old figure. I've just had sitting around, not for 2 years, but for a while. So it was good to get him out. He's about a 7.5. I like him. Cool effects, no extras, but does have double jointed elbows, double jointed, knees. So the posability is like a medium high, but his standability, not great. Like he has difficulty just standing without tipping one way or another. There we go. Oh, man, let me close out of here. Goodbye, Bat. Oh, it's upside down. Goodbye, Batwing. All right, so there you go. We looked at a ton of stuff in the last 25 minutes from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Comic-Con panel today. We had the Batman the Animated Series stuff. We had Red Hood and his motorcycle. We got the Alfred and the Batmobile from Batman Forever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Batman Forever. We got. I didn't even put that. We got the Question. We got Shining Knight. We got Effigy. We got Huntress. We got my favorite still, the Green Lantern. I think that's by far my favorite piece of everything they revealed at Comic-Con today. That was the best. Actually, I'm going to pull one more picture for you guys. I thought I had it, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to do this real quick. All right. I got one last thing to show from the day on the floor. And I grabbed this, I think, from Toy Shiz. Shout out to Toy Shiz. He's the man. Love his videos, love his stuff. Definitely go check that out. But there you go. There's the Huntress in box with the crossbow, the 6 hands, the 3 heads. I think that's crazy that we're actually getting 3 heads. Like that to me is one of the most wild parts about this whole thing. Is we're starting to get, because that was the biggest complaint I remember with people in McFarlane in the beginning was, oh, we don't get extra hands, we don't get extra heads, we don't get extras, we don't get enough. And now we're getting wired soft goods. I mean, that Captain Boomerang has a wired, leather coat and a wired scarf. We're getting multiple heads in different packs. Even starting with like the Flash with the Barry Allen with the maskless head, which I actually have on an Aquaman, completely unrelated. This Green Lantern with the 4 different head styles versus the 2 different versions. It's pretty nuts how far this line has come since its inception and since it began in like early 2020. I remember I got my first Nightwing in 2020, and if you had told me 3-4 years from then I'm still going to be collecting, I have like 200 some figures in piles, I'd be like, yeah, right, man. There's no way I'm going to be that deep. But no, I am all the way deep. I'm as deep as it gets, to the point where I'm like, I might have to start selling some things, getting rid of some stuff, just paring down a little bit. I mean, you can't see, like, this is a great backdrop. Let me remove this. I'm super pumped about these extra heads. That crossbow looks good too. Let me remove that. So you can see the nice, the nice shelving here. That's great. It looks wonderful. Like, to the left of me over here, to the right of me over here, there's nothing but piles of figures. And it doesn't stop. And it just doesn't. There's no end. Like, there's no end to it. I don't know. I digress. But let's, lean into this habit a little harder and open a Batmobile. So this White Knight Batmobile is a single-seater. It's from the White Knight story. I think it's super cool. It was Gold Label McFarlane Toy Store exclusive. It was $89.99, but it is 20 centimeters long and 20 inches long and 50.8 centimeters long if you're European. So you can get an idea of how big it is. Now, I will say between this and the Tumbler, this actually feels heavier, which I think you wouldn't think. You think, oh, that Tumbler is a beefy boy. It's a beefy Batmobile, right? But this is longer. It came in a bigger box. It's, like I said, longer. Oh. Even though there's no figure in here, it doesn't add a ton of weight. Oh, man. Oh, man. There we go. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. That is sick. That is super sick. I like with this one, it doesn't have anything you got to add to it. Like, it comes out of the box just completely built, which is a nice touch. You got one little rubber band holding it. Oh, yes. Look at this thing. This is amazing. So it's slick. It's super slick. Look at that profile. That's ridiculous. That coming at you. So where's the button to open it? It's around here somewhere. Oh, it's on the side, I think. Oh, oh, there it is. You push down this little metal piece right here. This one pushes down. There's one on the same side, but it doesn't push down. It's actually rounded, which I think is funny. There's like an air intake on that side. That's sweet. Oh, there's surprise. There's a surprise inside. I always love when there's a surprise inside, just like my old cereal boxes or a Cracker Jack box if you're as old as I am. This is a cool card. I mean, I remember the Batmobiles, the Keaton Batmobiles, they didn't come with any cards. I don't think so. Maybe the Amazon exclusive one did. The gold label. I don't think so, though. I mean, it's a really simple card. It reminds me of the old figure cards they used to do before they switched back to doing comic book accurate cards. So this is a sick. Actually, let me grab. I just happen to have the White Knight Batman Red Edition right here with his Batmobile. I've never read the White Knight story. I've heard good things about it. I really like this Batmobile. I wish I could show you the inside of what it looks like. There has to be. These don't come off or anything. No. Doesn't look like any removable pieces or anything that extends. No. No. Those might come out. Not really sure. Not really sure. Oh, it's crazy. So they show it like there's like spark protectors on the side here. They're like, you can see these things right here because they kind of look ridiculous. You can pull them out. Oh, they are removable. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I like that. I like that you can take those off. Yeah. That's that can you take off. Oh yeah, and those come off. The little front these things. Little push bar. This is sick. Oh, and these, I think these come out too. So you can kind of strip this thing down and take off all its little, see these little, that comes off. So there's about 6 pieces that I can tell that are removable. Or that you can, I mean, you can mess with this thing a little bit. It's beefy. It's beefier than I thought it was, that's for sure. Like when I first saw the pictures, I was like, oh, that's a cool Batmobile. It's got the big, massive, V12 right there. V10? I don't know. It's like 10 cylinders. Yeah, 10 pipes. That's. I see the metal here. Dude, it's slick. I mean, I don't know. If you're gonna go with one, the White Knight Batmobile or the Tumbler, I couldn't tell you which one to pick. That's a personal battle. You gotta argue with yourself. But this one's a contender, man. I may like it more than the first Keaton Batmobile. Oh, it is. Let's see here. Ooh. They're about the same length. One might be a little bit longer. I don't have the Keaton Batmobile box sitting around here somewhere. Oh no, that's Space Hog box I can see. But those things are similar in size. But I think this White Knight Batmobile is a little bit cooler. Let's see if I can get him. I wonder how easy it is to get a figure in there. Even with a rubber cape figure, right? Because I don't have, they never did like a cloth cape White Knight Batman. So this Batman only has fists, so gripping the, better take his little bat rope off. So he's got a little hook on the side. He can put his bat rope on. His grappling. No, it's not his grappling. Oh, there you go. He's a single jointed boy. Back from where they didn't put double joints on the arms, which I always thought was weird in the beginning, because they had a lot of figures that had double joints. That they just decided some figures were better with the single joint arm, like the Batman or the Superman 1000. That one, they left him single jointed. Slick. There you go. See, I'm looking in there. That's a profile right there, though. Like, that's a profile. Yeah, that looks dope. He fits in there nice. I'll bend this other arm. Tuck the grapple gun down. Close it. Boom. Wipe my Knight Batmobile. Yes. This thing is boss. This thing is super boss. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's been a good day for McFarlane fans. We got the Comic-Con panel. Awesome stuff reviewed there. We got this thing's an obvious 10 out of 10. I think the look, the paint, just the whole, like I said, the profile, that front profile is just mean. It's just mean. Rolls good. Super smooth roll. Yeah, wheels feel good, even though they're like split over these like guns. Oh yeah. I like that you can remove the little pieces to slim it down a little bit, make it a little sleeker. I'm surprised they actually didn't take those. There's a gas cap on this side. I feel like this Batmobile has a good chunk more detailing than the previous Batmobiles, right? Not like there's anything wrong with the Keaton Batmobiles, because those are good. The matte finished one in the gold label, mwah. The Flash movie one, there's a reason that review never went up. I'll be honest with you. There's a reason. And it's not just because I got two left wings. I mean, that's a big reason. But yeah, I never reviewed the original Flash, the one I had just showed off here, this Flash Batmobile. I remember when I first got it, and I have the video still. It's sitting in the catalog. I got two left wings or two right wings. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But I just never did anything. I mean, I contacted McFarlane and got me some new wings, but I never did a part 2 follow up to the video, and I left the video like kind of open ended, because I remember opening it and being pretty dejected that there was missing wing parts in there, and they made it right instantly. I mean, I shout out to them for correcting the problem like right away, but it never. I don't know. I just had this like, and I like the Batmobile kind of like that, how it goes up like that. But yeah, I just never got around to finishing that one, or doing a additional like part where I sat down. This thing's dusty. It's been sitting up on the shelf, just collecting dust. I gotta get my little cleaning makeup brush out and like clean this thing. There you go. You got. All right, so we got White Knight Batmobile, we got Flash Batmobile. I got Matt one up there. I'm not going to grab it down, but what I will do. I was going to remove. Oh no, not add to. Oh, there you go. There's the Huntress. So there's the Huntress. Let's go back through all the stuff from the McFarlane Comic-Con panel today. You got Huntress, the collector's edition, with the 6 hands, the 3 heads, the crossbow, looking amazing. I cannot wait. That's one of the Bat family figures I think I've most wanted. I wanted her before I wanted Batwoman. And I did get a janky Batwoman with a knee that's like almost falling out of the joint because it's not like hooked in, whatever. But I've wanted that Huntress for a hot minute. I go back to my favorite part. My favorite piece of the whole McFarlane, panel, Toy Shiz. Shout out to him, man, for the great pictures too, because he was quick with it, like usual. Dude's all over it. Love his stuff. But the Green Lantern, the 4 heads, 2 are in the platinum version, 2 are in the regular version. The regular version is Tomar and Abin Sur, and that's the one I think most people are gonna want. That platinum's gonna be a tough get. Like that's almost one like you order it and you hope you just hit a platinum, or what McFarlane's been doing, and it's a bold move, but the day that these release, they have these 6-packs you can buy online, and 5 are the regular one and 1's a platinum. So they give you 5 regular figures and 1 platinum for like $160 or something like that. Maybe a little bit more. Can't remember. I've never bought one because I've gotten a few platinums. I've been lucky enough to score like the Hawkman. I had the Abyss, but I wanted the regular Abyss for that one. Or was it vice versa? I had the regular and I wanted the platinum. No, I think I had the platinum Abyss, platinum Hawkman, platinum John Stewart, JLA, Green Lantern. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped for more Lanterns, more Huntress. The Batman Returns Batman with the 2 heads, whatever. I mean, it's fine. It's not a bad figure. I mean, we've gotten that figure. Yeah, it's battle damaged. Yeah, it's, you get 2 heads. Yeah. But again, I don't know. I could see myself just ordering the Green Lantern and the Huntress and not doing that Batman instead of going with the whole package, to be honest with you. Then we got the Question, Effigy, and Shiny Knight. All dope figures. I don't know where Effigy's really from or Shiny Knight, to be honest with you. But the Question's my guy. That's my dude right there. I'm ready to rock with him. Cannot wait. I cannot wait to get after it with that dude. It's going to be sick. He's going to be sick. I hope there's a platinum version of him where you get a different colored suit. That's kind of just the one thing I hope. Then probably the other thing I'm most excited for, Batman Forever, Batmobile. Where's Batman and Robin? It's one of those 2 movies. Someone tell me in the comments. Someone let me know. Is this Batman and Robin or Batman Forever? This all lights up with LEDs. It comes with the Alfred from all 4 movies, the only constant in the 90s Batman movies. That was my dude, that Alfred. I remember the Coke commercial in the original VHS of the Batman, or not the Batman, but Batman 1989 version. The Coke commercial that played in the VHS was always dope. Then I had Alfred in. Super good. Go check that out. I want this figure. It's a 2-pack. So I'm glad we're doing another 2-pack, just like that Tumbler and Lucius Fox 2-pack that just came out. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. And the Alfred looks really good too, because they're showing off the actual. A lot of this stuff is just renders, like it's not the actual product, but they actually had the Batmobile there with the lights flashing and the Alfred in there, and it looked really good. Like I saw with the Geeks, Toy Shiz, a lot of the guys posted stuff. I was at work today, so I remember getting out of a meeting and like checked my phone. I think it was at lunch, and I was like, "Whoa, let's go! This is ridiculous." Then this one's pretty cool too. I like this. The Red Hood motorcycle was probably the thing I'm most excited for of this part. I don't even know that I want the Red Hood per se, because they're sold separately, but I want that motorcycle. So I'd say for me is the Green Lantern and stuff. 2 is probably the Batmobile and Alfred, then Huntress, then this motorcycle. Then my top. I could take it or leave it on the Red Hood. I can see him doing a deal though on the toy store, like the day they go live. Like they're on. If you buy both of them, you get them for like $20 less than if you just buy one. I could totally see that. But yeah, this was San Diego Comic-Con, McFarlane Toys. I think we got the Batman, the animated stuff. We got a new Build-A-Figure wave. Build Zeus, Two-Face, Christmas Joker. I do love that version. We just got the coded version. Then you got Batgirl finally, and then obviously another Batman. I think they got to stop doing this at some point. They did this with the multiverse figures though for a long time. Every wave had to have a Batman. I would have much rather had like the ventriloquist, and Zeus be the figure. juicy the figure, and then the Build-A-Figure could be like the Ventriloquist, or Killer Croc, or Bane, or Clayface, or Man-Bat. I don't really need... I don't want to be 6 waves into this Batman the Animated Series stuff and have 6 Batmans. 6 more Batmans. I have enough Batmans. I have a crap ton of Batmans, I almost swore. And more Batmans than you could shake a stick at, which is a lot of Batmans. And if you've never heard that saying, you too. All right. Another Batman animated series, Batwing. This is sick. It falls in the same category as the Batwing from the Flash movie for me, though. I don't know if I can swing it. I don't know how big it is. I don't know where I'd put it. I mean, I already have a problem with, you can't see it, but on the top of this shelf right here is Lobo and Space Dog and the Space Hog, and it takes up way too much room. Plus, with this Batmobile, the White Knight one, obviously that other Batmobile from Batman movies, this thing, the other 2 Batmobiles I have, the White Knight motorcycle. This is the second White Knight vehicle. I didn't even think about that. So we got the White Knight Batmobile now, and we got the White Knight. I think the Batwing's cool from Batman Animated Series. I just don't know if I can do it. But it's interesting. We got 2 vehicles from the White Knight so far. The motorcycle, the one that is early, like wave 2, wave 3 or 4. But it was in the first year. I remember that. It was after the Batman, the Dark Knight's Metal. That, like the Bat Skeleton bike, which I saw someone selling one of those a couple days ago online for like $20. I almost thought about it just to do a custom with it, because those were great for customs. Like I have just a raw one that I didn't mess with the Dark Knight Metal Batman on it. Great figure. Yeah, because how did I end up with 2 Dark Knight Metal Batmans? There's a single pack. Oh, that's right. And then there's the Build-A-Figure one. Forgot about that. All right, so there you go. There again was all the stuff from the McFarlane Toys San Diego Comic-Con panel. Let me know what your favorite piece is, what you're most excited to get. Like I said, my top 4, Green Lantern, the Batmobile and Alfred, Huntress, and the Red Hood motorcycle. Those are definitely the best pieces that they showed off so far. I don't know if they got any more reveals coming. They did show off a new Damian Wayne. They showed off a 7-inch Cyborg. There's a slide that actually has the 7-inch Cyborg. I just didn't pull it. The new Damian Wayne does look cool. It looks better than the Infinite Frontier version. What was the Infinite Frontier version? And it looks better than the first one they put out. The Cyborg, I don't know. I feel like the Build-A-Figure Cyborg is going to be a better Cyborg, because the Cyborg that they showed off is just 7-inch. This thing is huge. It's huge. I mean, it's not as long as the White Knight. It's not as long as the White Knight Batmobile by any stretch of the imagination, but it is about. It's wider for sure. It's not heavier. It's lighter. It's more. There's a button right in the front, right there. That's how you open it. 2-seater. Everyone complains about the Batmobile needing to be a 2-seater. White Knight, not so much. That's a 1-seater. I don't know if that's comic accurate. Someone tell me if that is. Wow. That's pretty strong. You got a little computer in here. You got the sticks, the driving sticks, passenger seat. You get, Lucius Fox, Batman, Catwoman. I don't know if Bane would fit in here. I'm going to definitely have to put him in there. You put Joker in there. Any of your Jokers you could do. I don't know if Coated Joker would sit in there with his purple coat, but Bank Robber Joker would sit in there nicely. And then here we go. We got all right. Here must be Lucius and the case. Oh, and a card. It's the Batmobile and Lucius Fox card. Very cool. Where did I put the card for you, White Knight? It's got to be around here somewhere. I'll find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is the funny thing with this one. It's the same style as the White Knight card, where they didn't take like a movie cell. They just took it's just a figure card, which is cool. I mean, I'd rather have cards with the Batmobiles than not, I guess. Don't even ask me why. I guess I just would. Now, this is funny. The case, the weapons case, is completely hollow, which doesn't surprise me a ton, to be honest with you. It does open. It has the hinges open on it. So you know how... Oh, what was that? Is that a cell phone? Oh, another cell phone. This is cell phone number 3. There was a cell phone with Booster Gold in the 2-pack with Blue Beetle. There was a phone in the interrogation room set. And now there's a smartphone, or what I can assume to be a smartphone, in the... Oh, there's another pair of hands in here. You get an extra pair of hands for Lucius Fox, and he's holding in one of his hands that I don't think is removable. It's like the coin in Two-Face. He's holding like a remote control. Okay. I guess Lucius does use the cell phone quite a bit with the tracking, and then with leaving it in the Dark Knight, leaving it in the in that building, so it hacks their computers and stuff like that. So I guess it does make sense for him to have a phone. It's not bad. And the hand he comes with is the hand that holds the phone. You can just tell by the way they did it. Or you could, I guess it could be a gun hand too. But it more looks like a phone holding hand than for a weapon. I think it would work for both though. Yes, Mr. Wayne. Yes. Yes, Mr. Wayne. Right away. That's a really bad Morgan Freeman impersonation. I'm embarrassed for myself on that one. That's all right. There's some nice weathering on the side of the tumbler. I wasn't sure how they were going to do that. They added a couple extra paint apps to this, though. There's lines on the side. You can see this thing's got a mean profile, too. It's got the little wind things. I could see those breaking. This has some nice detail into it, too. I'll be honest, I don't think... Oh, wheels look good. Wheels feel good. The button really snaps that thing up. The inside's got some nice detailing, but I don't know. I honestly think this White Knight Batman, or this White Knight Batmobile, might be the best Batmobile we've gotten so far. Like, just the whole look of it. I like it a lot more than the Flash one or the 89 special. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I like it more than I like the Tumbler. And I love the Tumbler. That's my Batman. That's my, I mean, that was, this is it. When they announced this, I was like, this is amazing. When they announced this, I was like, that's cool, I guess. I mean, I'll grab it, but I wasn't like, whoa, the Tumbler. Like, when they announced it, I was like, whoa, the Tumbler. I didn't have the same thing when I announced this, but now having them like out of the box and actually having them on the table here, I gotta say that one's better. I can't believe I'm saying this. And you can see it is. Let me close this. Yeah, there's not like anything to remove from this tumbler. It's completely movie accurate. It's a really good tumbler. It's shorter though, and it's lighter. This thing is heavier. My arm is strained. I could hold this thing for the rest of the video. No problem. But not this one, because that thing is heavy. And all the weight's in the back too. Like it's all back here. It's this back end. It's pretty evenly distributed. That thing is beast. Beast mode. Tumbler's beast too, don't get me wrong. These are both incredible pieces that anybody would be happy to have in their collection. I'm just saying which one's better. That one. Can't believe I'm saying that. Cannot believe I'm saying that. Even with the bat accessories. Can't really see that, but the bat accessories case completely hollow, like I said. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can. Oh, I wonder if you can pop that out. Huh. It almost looks like you could. No, you couldn't. Don't do that. Don't do that. I wish they would have put the gun in the middle and just made that removable. Like, not the gun, but the grapple gun that's in the middle. If they would have made that part removable, so you could just take that out and put it in his hand. And we do have that gun in the guy with the first Batman. Yeah, with the Build-A-Figure. So you have it, so you can have him like handing it, but then you don't have the empty space inside the case. That'd be my only gripe about the accessories with it. I like the phone. I like the fact that you at least get a pair of extra hands. You get the pointing one. He's a big Bloodline fan. He's got the ones up, and then an open hand. So no driving hand. I guess you could put one hand on the steering wheel. He could be like G riding with his controller, because he's got the controller hand and he's got the hello, Mr. Wayne. Again, awful Morgan Freeman impersonation. But I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. There's like a little laptop in there. That doesn't do it justice. But you got two sticks to grip, so Catwoman can definitely do it. Batman can definitely do it. Bane, I have enough hands for Bane. Like I said, he can do it. Yeah, pretty. But no, Joker's got a fifth. One of the Jokers has fifth hand. You know what? This Joker right here, the interrogation room Joker. He'd be good in there. You got a ton of hands for him. So he's a big Bloodline fan too. Got the one up. Is that the same hand? Nope. His is more closed fist. There you go. I like the Morgan Freeman. The head sculpt is like the Morgan Freeman figure is probably like a 6.5. It's not great. It's not awful. But it's not. You know, the torso bend is better than I thought it was going to be with this guy. Maybe because he has to be sitting. I do like that. The jacket isn't leather or soft goods. It's plastic, but it's super thin and like malleable. So there you go. He's got his little beeper hand. Beep, beep. He's got a cell phone hand. Him and Joker are both in the middle of very important phone calls. I like it. Tumbler is a 10. Lucius is a 6. So this pack together is like 9.5. Don't ask me how that math works either, by the way. The White Knight Batmobile is a massive 10 out of 10. Thing is beast. Highly recommend. Don't even think about it. Just go order one. It's worth it. Trust me. Take my word for it. It's sick. It is absolutely sick. Best thing they've put out in a hot minute. And then you got, from the beginning of the video, you got Mr. Black Adam and his lightning effects. He's a good 7.5. He's a cool figure. 2 years old. I can't believe the figure's 2 years old. First wave of page punchers. And then we talked about all the McFarlane Toys, Comic-Con, DC Multiverse panel, the Batmobile, the Red Hood and his bike, sold separately, Batman the Animated Series stuff, the next collector's edition wave, which those things are coming fast and furious. I mean, Starfire, Cat Boomerang, and Penguin are barely out. Batman manga, Superboy, and third figure. the Sergeant dude, not even out. They just had Ragman, Captain Clock, no, Clock King. Jeez, Captain Clock. Holy buckets. Clock King and, oh, come on. What was the third one? Oh, the Red Hood. They just had those announced and went up for pre-order. They're calling the insurance companies. They are. They're complaining. They're well, they got a call. Someone told them they could save 10% on their auto insurance. So they're kind of running with that and seeing what they can do. Actually, another Alfred and another Batmobile coming. You get the Batman Forever Batmobile with Alfred from the 90s movies. That's looking great. But yeah, the Collector's Waves coming too fast. Now we got the next one with Green Lantern, 4 different heads over 2 versions. The Huntress and the Dark Knight Returns. Another one, Battle Damage with 2 heads. I like these collector's editions. I like that they're starting to put, it seems, more in them. I mean, 3 heads with Huntress and a crossbow, 6 hands, not 6 pairs, but 6 hands total, 3 pairs. You got the multiple heads with the Green Lantern. You got a Green Lantern. I totally forgot to mention that. You get, I think there's 6 hands in that as well, but they all have like some sort of effect on them that are Green Lantern-esque. And then you have a shield. And then, like I said, you get Tomar and Abensur in the regular version. And then you get the wolf-looking dude and that green head, who I don't even know who that is, in the platinum version. Well, the Joker 1989. I don't know if we're going to get an 89 Joker. I would love to see an 89 Joker. The Batman Returns winter suit, I would almost 100% say we're seeing at some point. The Arctic suit for Robin and Mr. Freeze. Actually, speaking of, it's funny you mentioned that. I just got these. I'm going to do a live stream with these here soon, but there is the Batman and Robin Build-A-Figure wave. All 4 of them I picked up not too long ago, a couple months ago. But we'll get into those here sooner rather than later. And do another live stream here coming up soon, maybe next week. But I got a whole bunch of stuff to go through. But yeah, the Batmobiles are ridiculous. I also got to do the shout out to Rhino6550 on Instagram, or Ryan Thomas, my buddy, who did that diorama that you see me pointing at. I think it's amazing. Like, the water tower on top is incredible. I could do a video just on that. But yeah, that's, so if you're looking for dioramas, I got 2 massive buildings to do some photography for and do some showcasing of here very, very soon. So look out for that on the channel. I am working on a what was the best McFarlane Christian Bale Batman figure that they put out so far, because we have 5 or 6 now. So how do they rank them out? That's coming to the channel. Batgirl Cassandra Cain reviews coming. Maybe talk about the Batmobiles, do a video about them, because now I got 4 of them and no room for any of them. Here we go. There's the Flash one. That is a beast profile too. God, they all look so good when you just like point them at something. Like, amazing. Amazing. Tumbler. Not as beast as, I will say, even the Keaton Batmobile. And then the one I can't get over how impressed I am with this thing. The White Knight. Makes me want to go pick up the graphic novel. I want to picture this just jumping. Like I said, you can take off all these little, ancillary pieces to trim it down, slim it down, sim it down. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it is. I didn't really think super highly of this Batmobile when it was announced. I didn't think super highly of it at any point, even when I got it. But then I pulled the box out of the package, or pulled the box out, of the packaging, and I could not believe how heavy it was, how long it was. Like, it's a bigger, longer box than the Tumbler, which should be, you think bigger and heavier, but no, not the case. This is a pretty crazy setup right now here. I want to see how I can get my 4th Batmobile. Maybe we gotta do a video ranking Batmobiles, because we got a lot now, and more coming. Is that, I can't remember, is the Batmobile they announced today with the LEDs, is that Batman Forever or is that Batman and Robin? I want to say it's Batman Forever. Yes, yeah, right, exactly. Andre, great point. Said in the chat, especially with it being a 2-seater. Yeah, you'd think the Tumbler being a 2-seater, it'd be heavier, but I guess since you got to fit 2 figures in, you have to take more stuff out of it. So it's more of a shell than this one, which is like the whole back end is just massive. Oh, it is Forever. See, thank you. I was right most of the video. I only misspoke 2 or 3 times. But yeah, the White Knight one is just hefty back end, and then the engine, like that 10 cylinder, beast motor they have in there, it's just heavy. It's just I cannot get over that. I cannot get over these. They're amazing. They're sick. Like I want to throw. Actually, I want to get Lucius in the Tumbler here, see how he fits. Man, those fit good. And then we'll throw old Interrogation Room Joker, which is my favorite Joker that they've done for the Dark Knight guys, at least. We'll get him in here. Bam! Look at that. Yeah, buddy. That is sick. That is absolutely sick. I'm going to put his hold on finger up. Still not closing. Hold on. Oh, there you go. Boom. Boom. There you go. White Knight Batmobile, Tumbler Batmobile with Lucius Fox, White Knight Batmobile with the White Knight Batman, all 10s. Not Lucius, he's a 6, by the way. But I kind of went over that earlier. There you go. And then you got the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse San Diego Comic-Con panel. We covered a lot of ground now. I've been going for way longer than I anticipated. Hour 7. If you've been hanging with me, thank you. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Head over to the Spring Store, get some merch. I'm not wearing merch right now, but you know what I'm saying. You can get those over there. Yeah, videos coming. Comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what you're most excited for from the Comic-Con panel. Thank you. Deuces. I'm out.